Wrestling fans, I am longtime independent pro wrestling fan Robert. Borough Wrestling's Disturbing the Peace was a very good show from the Ludus Wrestling Center in Brooklyn, New York tonight. Without further ado, here are the results. The show began with Malice Ocean scoring a huge upset victory over Benny Martinez. After the match, Malice was attacked by Chachi, insert Scott Baio joke here. And he said to Benny Martinez, we should come together and unite and be absolutely Latinos. And Benny accepted the offer, and the fans basically ate Chachi up. I did notice one half of the wrestling snobs, Joey Schettino, threw a roll of toilet paper into the ring. Joey, I applaud you on that one, man. Next, it was in a four-way matchup. The Master, Wes Draven, defeated Grim Reaper, the aforementioned Chachi, and Buff Graber. Our next matchup saw indestructible Joey Tell defeat ECW alumnus Little Guido Maritato, Nunzio, whatever you want to call him, in a very good singles matchup and probably the biggest win of Etel's career, maybe. Up next was a no disqualification match which pitted Scumbag Nation, Rude Boy Riley, and Logan Black against Man of Steel Mike Werner and the Big O. And it was a crazy matchup. They took the guardrail apart right in front of me. They were thrown right into the chairs. I unfortunately ended in a draw when Werner had pinned Riley and Logan Black had pinned Big O simultaneously. And O, I think, took the microphone and he said next show he's gonna go. He wants to go one-on-one with Riley, and Werner wants to go one-on-one with Logan. So that should be interesting remains to be seen. And what many thought was the best match of the show, the premier athlete Anthony Nese defeated Sanjay Dutt in a very, very, very good matchup. I actually thought this was going to be the main event since Nese main evented the first two FBW shows. But it appears, I did eventually find out as to why that match was placed where it was. But right after that, they went to intermission, and some came out for meet and greet and sell 8x10s and T-shirts. After that all ended, we resumed the action, which saw the first ever women's match in Borough Wrestling history as Cherry Bomb defeated Nikki Adams in a very good matchup, as both of these ladies can work in the ring, and obviously they'll get more opportunities in Valkyrie Women's Wrestling to showcase that on their future shows. Up next in tag team action, we saw the opposition, Jason Nevins and Superstar Whiplash, defeat the Juicy Product, JT Dunn and David Starr. A very good matchup. It was so many close moments where Juicy Product, it looked like they had won the match, but opposition prevailed. And in the final matchup of the evening, the Greek god Papadon defeated No Fear Mike Mondo, and it was definitely a great matchup, and Papadon picked up his first win in FBW history. On to personal notes, it was great seeing Mike McNicholas, Jairo Mendez, Christian, Dee, who else? Joey Schettino, Daniel Murphy. Great talk with Troy Thompson. Great talk with Joel Maximo. They did announce their next show will be taking place on Saturday night, September 6th, where premier athlete Anthony Nese will go one-on-one with Brian Myers, the Prince of Queens, to crown the first ever FBW champion. By the way, the show was ring announced by ECW alumnus Joel Gertner. I guess it's time for those memorable quotes. Hey Chachi, you cheating on Jay George with Benny? Mike McNicholas when after Chachi and Benny basically aligned themselves. So I guess they'll be a tag team for the coming shows. Or if not, it's an alliance. If I'm a little girl, you're a big bitch. Papa Don and Mike McNicholas, as they were chanting so many things to this poor guy. They were chanting Pussy Don, Caca Don. I mean, what are they going to say next to him? During the match with Benny and Malice did a dive to the floor. He ended up landing in my seat and then he fell out of it, unfortunately. I don't know what it takes to get more of a crowd for FBW. I mean, I'm sure most people who went to Ring of Honor Friday night, were probably, if they went there, they were probably so burned out they decided not to come to this particular show. Many FSW roster members were in the attendance, and I also noticed NYWC's own Debbie Kane and Dickie Rod's in the building. Ah, man. Well, I guess that's it. Well, can't wait for FBW's next event, September 6th.